Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing well. Just a reminder, everything we're about to do is just for educational and entertainment purposes only. I hope you guys are doing fantastic today. Should be able to see my screens now. I'm going to go ahead and share this all with everybody on Discord. Just to make sure everybody is here. And then we'll get talking before NFP prints here shortly. And then looking forward to it. Guiding the volatility with you all. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to just let me in. Or, to let me know. And then looking forward to it. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to multitask, not going so well. There it goes. All right. Morning, West. As we're getting into the actual NFP release, which is in roughly less than 15 minutes, the index features aren't giving us too good of an idea yet of what's going to happen. Right now, the ES future side, so all of you SPX folks in SPY, it's already telling us to be bearish, but the problem is the NQ is telling us to be bullish. You can see that we have these bullish closes above the box, and we need them to confirm to go in the same direction. So because this one is saying to go down and this one is saying to go up with our system, using our stats that we provide for our members, so like we know how far a move should go down and how far a move should go up using these, the ES and NQ folks, it needs to confirm the same direction. So because these are not confirming in the same direction, neither one of these plays are ones that we can take, so we just have to stay out of its way. So it's important to have patience. And so we'll have to keep having patience on the ES and NQ. US 30 is also neutral. So there is nothing to be opened here as the NFP is about to print. The only thing that we need to take note of is that we have, I'm going to circle it, we have bullish targets. These circles that you guys see on your screen now for both NQ, ES, US 30. So we do have reasons to come clip these for the NFP release like this. You guys see my screen? So looking for reasons for that to happen. And so they're marked for us. But there's no position to be in as the print is about to go. DXY is also neutral, as in no new position to open. DXY is rejecting from our weekly system, so it makes sense for DXY to want to do this. If DXY does do this, this fits perfectly with the indexes going up to clear our targets like this. So from the weekly system, DXY is looking good to potentially push down here at the NFP release, and the euro is confirmed bullish. So like you look at the right side of my screen, this is all bullish confirmations. Looks like this. The average win on the euro is roughly about 36. So right about, hold on 1 second. Right here is the average win on the euro. So that's what we're looking to finish out here. So the euro is bullish, everybody. Looking for this to complete out. That also fits the narrative for the index futures to go up. Going to move over to commodities. We had a really big winning position on gold and silver during the Asia session here, as you can see. And now gold is in a bearish confirmation after having another winning gold position right here. And silver is getting ready to put in a bearish confirmation for the NFP release. I'm going to clean up my chart now. But there's no new position yet on silver, just gold. And then oil is also neutral, but there's the probability that oil is going to do this. Oil's the one asset that doesn't really care what NFP is about to do, everybody. So no new position to be opened on oil just yet, but when NFP prints, there's a potential that oil on NFP can produce this, but oil doesn't do like this type of candle on NFP. It tends to be pretty neutral, while other assets do tend to pump or dump. Crypto folks, you guys might have the best position overall. Just now, ETH and Bitcoin both put in a bullish confirmation like this. So there's the potential that NFP is going to push crypto down, and then Tether put in a bullish confirmation. It already did earlier, but now with all three of them confirming the same direction, this is kind of like what crypto looks right now at the moment. So Bitcoin, Ethereum down, and then Tether to push up, because you want Tether to go in the opposite direction of crypto. So that's what we'll be watching here at the actual release in 10 minutes. And that's pretty much it. I'll look at some of the stocks, see if they're screaming out anything. Right now, Apple is in the center left of your screen. This is neutral. You can see that we haven't hit any boxes, so there's nothing to do on Apple. Tesla had a long position during the pre-market session right here and has already played out, as you can see. Microsoft is in a bearish confirmation right now during the pre-market, and then Nvidia on the right side of your screen is neutral. So 2 out of 4 are neutral. One is bearish, one is bullish. So even the stocks right now are saying that there's nothing clear in any direction. So nothing to open or to do before this NFP move happens. So typically we already have activations from NFP, but not this time. So this is going to be more of a chill session, and then try to take an idea after the NFP closes in 15 minutes, like after the first 15 minutes of NFP. So definitely more of a chill session this time. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. I'm still here. I'm just going to not chat as much as I'm waiting. I don't force any moves, so because there's no activation, it's all about waiting. I'm going to try to get over on the YouTube side so I can type chat with you guys as well. There we go. Now I can see you guys. Gold is in a bearish confirmation right now for shorts. And it just hit, oh, excuse me, my throat. It just hit take profit. It's still not clear. Sorry, my throat was killing me. Gold just hit daily open, and you can see hit our box from a take profit standpoint. Morning zip. And then silver is about to put in another bearish confirmation, but the currently sells on gold to get to this box, and there's nothing new to open now. Waiting on the potential that silver can add in a new short, but because gold has now hit the box, this position is done. You take your stop, and now your stop gets put at break even to protect yourself. You don't sit here and hold your stop back on the other side of the box after it's in hit a take profit. So there's no new move on gold. I'm always surprised how active people in chat are always with gold. Gold was glorious yesterday. You guys should have been with us. Gold was very, very, and so was silver. Just so you guys can see. We have 6 minutes till NFP releases, but you can see that first position on gold and silver was right here. Just to show you guys how we use the system. There was a short right at Asia right here off the weekly system from both like this. And I'm going to right click this. This is the average move on gold. This is the average move on silver. So during the Asia session, you can see here on gold, our stats that we provide you guys. Yeah, man, I hear glass. A $9.50 move on gold is our average. You see that's what this is, but gold actually gave us a $16 move on the short right at the Asia session. And then on silver, it's a 40 tick move, but it gave us 80. So exactly 2x. Like that's literally our stats for our averages for our moves. And then something that's really important is the average retracement. I always show you guys this on the live stream, and we do this every day with our members. So that means on average, gold will retrace $2 against you. And just to show you like how good this really is, it retraced $1.90. So when you know that that retracement is there, many retail traders get scared out of their position and they hop out. And instead, you know that on average, gold will retrace $2 against you and still 77% of the time go the average win in your favor. So 95% accurate of how far it would retrace, and then allowing you to have a very big monster win. And then it was followed back with the same exact long position, both on silver and gold. So back-to-back huge winning plays during the Asia session here. And then this win was even bigger. Remember, we only want to get $9.50. Okay, so about right here. And instead, gold gave us a $20 move back. So first it gave you a $16 move, followed by a $20 move. And now there is no, this is very important because you can't force things because we followed rules earlier. Now that gold has hit this box and played out to that box, we have to wait for this candle to close before opening a new idea. And therefore, there is nothing to open at NFP. And if this candle doesn't print bullish, like as in close bullish, then there is no new position to open. Silver is the only one that could put in a bearish confirmation, but you need gold to also say to put in a bearish confirmation. So there will be no new move here on gold and silver live. We'll have to wait another candle, everybody. See if the euro can still hold this bullish long idea like this. And again, there's nothing new on index, folks. Just watching for these circles to get tapped here live in a second. I apologize if I sound a little sick. It's still not going my best. There's no move for us on the NQ and the ES. So just so you guys understand, like, we don't force positions. Marketing conditions have to be correct. So right now the ES is telling us to go down from our box, and then the NQ is telling us to go up. These two have to agree. If they're not agreeing, we don't take a position. So I apologize for those of you guys that are jumping in asking which direction are we moving in. It's important for us to recognize that there is no new position. So currently there is no position on NQ and ES. And US 30, folks, you are completely neutral as well. So it's one of those hurry up and wait. Nikkei was really, really good overnight. Allowed you to get into these, a short position, down, long position, up, and now you're in a bullish trend on Nikkei. There's nothing else to do, nothing to fight. But this isn't an asset usually we focus on during the New York session as the Asia session closes and this starts to dry up. NFP prints here in a little bit less than 2 minutes, everybody. I'm going to try to not keep flipping back and forth too much. Remember that we're in a bearish confirmation both on ETH and Bitcoin, and a bullish confirmation on Tether. We had a little bit of this retracement and now looking for it to hold this and put in a new low. We'll see. Crypto will react to the NFP news. And NFP will print here in less than 2 minutes. I am still here. NFP is going to print here in less than 1 minute. Silver does look like it's going to put in a bearish confirmation. As long as it doesn't trip that box, it'll be a bearish confirmation. And then Euro's still holding. NFP just about to release. There's the NFP release. Nice big push down to take out those early traders. Then here comes that. The first target has been cleared here on the ES right there, guys. You can see that now there's a check mark on it. And then now watch the next one get tripped here shortly on the bullish side. The euro should have played out. Watch. There you go. Nice win on the euro. Pushed up. Crypto folks, you're still holding in the same spot. Nothing new on gold and silver. And this is important. Like, even though silver put in a bearish confirmation, look at gold. No bearish confirmation, no position to take. So now we have to wait another close on that. Euro went really well. Here comes the first target about to be cleared on the NQ, everybody. Right here. And then US 30, folks, 44,913. ES coming for its next target. Here comes right here, NQ right now. There it is, clipped. So that target now cleared on the NQ. And then the ES, there it goes. Now that's cleared. So 2 for 2 on those. US 30, you still got higher to go. So still waiting for it to get to that target. If you're asking, like, how do we know that these targets have such a high hit rate? Let me show you. Just give me 1 second. I don't have the stats displaying because I just didn't want them in the way. But you'll see they'll pop up here in the top right in just a second. But you can see, and then, so like these two targets that I had circled on the ES, the 90% chance that they would be clipped during the news release or during the New York session. And then same thing with the NQ. Slightly lower hit rate though. This one that we have the circle on had an 86% chance to be cleared. And that's why that got tapped. US 30, we still have higher to go. Again, we're trying to get to that target right there. Remember, I gave you guys a number in chat. It's 44,913. 73% chance it'll get to the one up top. But this one right here, 86% chance that it will clip this one. And then there's, after it clips this live, this next one right here, guys, that one is a 73% chance. But here comes US 30 to clear it right now. There you go. So there's US 30 clipped. And then next, this one here is a 74% chance. So all we had to do for our session was just to go after these targets. And this is what I was saying before, like the ES, there was no position. Just the NQ was confirmed long, but they cancel each other out. So all I'm telling you guys is just about how we're guiding price just based off of the beacons and targets. I'm not talking about taking positions, being very specific about that. US 30 has higher to go. We'll see if it can get it here during this initial NFP candle. If the NQ and the ES can close above this box, I'll draw it. Then we would have a long position like this, like so. For continuance up higher. But right now you can see our boxes are doing their job. And then if it holds here, then that would be a bearish confirmation to go short. And then the ES needs to hold in this box. As long as the ES actually closes back in here, it would still be a valid short because it's already telling us to go short from here. But there's no position to open up yet. It would need to close back in this box. The euro is still going long and strong, everybody. Again, what we drew earlier about it trying to do this, and there's no reason to fight it. If the euro can close here, then this would be a new long position. You guys remember what I showed you? That I said the average win on the euro is 36. I'll just show you guys what I mean. Again, watch the number right here. The average is 36. So that's the move we expect on silver. Not silver, I apologize, on the euro. And as you can see, even with the news event, it exceeds the average win that we want. Nothing new on gold and silver. Gold is now neutral again from tapping both sides of the box. So if you're going to ask about gold and silver, there's no new move for those guys. Bitcoin and ETH going up against the initial short idea. Stocks are actually really neutral across the board, which is cool. Get back over to here. I'll just be sitting on the index futures, waiting for our next close. If you guys have questions, just let me know. But for us, it was just watching those beacons and scalp targets to be tapped. Thanks. I appreciate the guys, and I apologize if I sound sick or if I'm like clearing my throat or my nose. I'm trying hard not to do it near the mic. But hopefully the weekend can be good and get a nice little reset. So as you guys watch like the ES and NQ live with me here, I mean, same thing with US 30. One of the best things I think about the system are when you can't do anything and you remain neutral, like you don't chase. So you guys know this, your brokers on your prop firms, a lot of them make you not do anything for 2 minutes. So when price shoots up here and we have these targets that we want to get to, again, we have the percentage that you're going to get to them available for our members. But here's the thing. Those prop firms are against you, right? Because they don't let you open up a position that first 1 or 2 minutes intentionally. So when we have this push up and you don't have our system, you think that this is very bullish, right? Because it's a huge bullish candle that pushes up on both of them. And then obviously the spreads get really bad, especially on your CFDs from your broker trying to take advantage of the trader. And so you go long as soon as that 2 minutes expires, and it's all the way at the top here. And the problem is you can't long into our box above because you're looking for potential shorts to get collected here to play out in your favor. So this is a take profit box for us, not a new position to go long. And so it traps those prop firm traders, and then they take advantage if it pushes down. For us, we sit here and wait for this candle to close here in 8 minutes. And then if it closes above the box, like I showed you earlier, then we can have a long position. But this is one of the advantages that we're trying to avoid drawdown or taking bad positions and not getting caught in all this. Again, I'll show you, like, look at it on a small time frame. Like, I know a lot of you guys tend to use the 1 minute time frame based off of just statistics that I watch with people. This is your 1 minute. You know what I mean? So like right here, literally after the second minute candle close, if you didn't take profit, that's the candle that people got to jump in from their prop firms, and then it takes them out instantaneously. Just enough drawdown to take them out of their positions, and now they're stuck in that box. And instead, we wait for the close. Again, now it's about 7 minutes to look for a new position. US 30 still climbing up to the box on the right side of your screen, everybody. All targets are cleared for the ES and NQ. It's just US 30 that has the higher one. And you guys basically I'll put it in here for you guys. 1 second. I got to find the right chat. Just 45K, right? Yeah. If you guys want to use that into the New York session, but that's the next bullish target. Now starting to get a little more momentum after I took out those initial after I took out the initial people that were going long at the box. You guys saw the 1 minutes, took them down for a 3 minute period, took them out, and then now starting to push back up. You'll see this Euro's still taking profit at our box. Both Euro and DXY are at the same location that we want to see, but there's no shorts yet. Like DXY has to do this, everybody, and then the Euro has to do this. So until that happens, there's no reason to go reverse. We're still looking for price to go higher. But as you can see, it becomes a really good take profit tool. But again, the average win on Euro is 36 pips, and able to take advantage of that. Gold and silver. There won't be any new positions on gold and silver, guys, so I won't really spend any time on it. And then in hopefully the next candle close here, we can continue to get this long position off on oil. This is the average move on oil. And then we can actually shrink the stop loss to look something like this. Try to get to the top of the London session. Continuing to push up here on the index futures. Remember that 45,000 target here on US 30. Just type in you guys in chat. If you have anything, just let me know. I'm trying to avoid talking just a little bit as I'm the underneath the weather is starting to hurt my head a little bit. And for any of you guys, True Algo members, I will jump on for a second live stream today. So if you guys want to join us just for a little bit, I'll do an update stream. If you guys want to join me, I'll just update you where prices are at and any questions that you guys have for live candles. You guys see again, there's no long position. So those people that are, again, the prop firms keep you from trading. Then when you finally get into trading, again, watch the 1 minute time frame. Again, it's just designed to wreck people. And so, like, remember, there at most prop firms, you can't get in for 2 minutes. Then you get in, you go long because you see green. They short you down for 3. Then you get pissed and maybe you flip your direction, pushes you back up. And then now, or you waited, you get bullish again because you see that it grabbed the liquidity, but you're feeling bullish because there's nothing else that it's trying to grab all the way to the left of the screen, entering into a gap. And then now they push you down again. What we do here is we don't get on this time frame. We don't let these. There's a reason why 95% of people lose, and they lose because they keep flipping their time frame and they can't find consistency. And so for us, we have to sit here and keep waiting. We don't break our rules. And so now we have to wait for a close above this box. I need to be clear here, guys. We're not a signal service. We're really here to help people build consistency on their ideas. And so, like, this is where I can assure you everybody's going to get trapped. That's not in our system. They're going to keep trying to do this because they don't know this is here. We are looking for this to occur. This. But we can't take this idea unless both the ES and the NQ close bearish below. Now, here's the thing. We already know this is impossible. And you might be like, well, how do you know that's impossible? It's impossible because the current candle would have to close down here for it to be bearish. So there's no shorts. So again, we can't do anything on this. The only thing we can be looking for is instead of getting caught like all these retail traders are getting caught at the top of our box right now, this is where we go long. We don't go long in this area. They get destroyed, we wait. And then shorts we can't take yet because we know this candle can't close bearish till down here. So we have to chill. You can see US 30 got to the box as well now. And look, instantly you can see there's a take profit. So if you're someone who uses different techniques and you don't hold for the right reasons and you struggle to take profit in certain areas, this will fix it. Because these boxes can become a take profit area if you're someone who plays around the opens and stuff like that, or uses different techniques to get into a position that's right around open. Now you have a take profit tool that's right in your way. Look at the NQ again. Watch the 1 minute. Destroying those people who keep getting bullish at the box. This is where you're supposed to look for shorts, not look for long positions. Sorry, it's not loading. I'm breaking it. Again, 15-minute time frame. See if I can fix it this time. There it goes. The box is where you're supposed to look for shorts, right? It would be totally different if we closed above it, but you can see there's no closes above it. So look for shorts, not longs. Nothing new on gold and silver. Man, look at gold. It's quite the volatility, man. Again, there's no new position. It has to close without tapping 2 different boxes at the same time. Same thing on silver, so we just chill and wait for the next high probability setup. Remember, we showed you guys there were such good winning longs and shorts earlier on both gold and silver. Again, I think silver was 3 for 4. Gold was 3 for 3. And so now you have to wait. You can't break your rules and force a position because you want to get into an idea. Market conditions have to be in your favor. And right there, there is not. Euro, you're still at a take profit. There is no new position. Reminder, you have to close bullish above here. So the euro looks exactly like how the index futures are. We just have to chill. I'm going to get back over to the indexes. You see how, again, those people are still getting chopped up like crazy. We're about to have a new close here in less than a minute on the index futures and stocks. There's that close. There is no new position. Are you guys okay if I get rid of the circle just so it's out of the way of price action? So I'm getting rid of our daily beacon. Again, there was an 86% chance that would get cleared. And then on the ES, 92% chance you would hit that. And we did it live. And so now I'm going to get rid of the one on US 30. So you might be like, okay, well, what do I do now? We have a new close. Well, and you can ask our members as well the same thing. You cannot short. You can't do this. There is no shorts. The only thing you can be now is neutral or looking for reasons for price to push up. Because again, the color candle, how you close above or below a box matters. So because we closed below this box, green, again, the box that we just hit everybody, you can see it. Remember, that's why I was telling you shorts are not going to be possible. There's no reason to short. And you can see as soon as the candle prints, it's green. Because we take shorts when it closes red below a box that it hits above. And then the next longs will be above the box. So we will continue to let retail get trapped here, and we can't enter or do anything into the price action. Gold, silver, all those, none of those have a new print. It's just stocks. So, man, someone shut Apple off. It's pretty rare for Apple to have this type of pre-market. It's pretty rare. So something's going on with Apple right now. Tesla is still bullishly confirmed. So for those of you guys that are looking for calls on Tesla at open, Microsoft is still bearishly confirmed, and it's still at our take profit box above. But there's no reason not to be bearish until it closes above this box. And then we can flip bullish like this, and that would be calls. But that's what we're looking for. NVIDIA and Apple, two of the 7 biggest stocks in the world that make up the market cap for you index future stuff. Folks, both of them are neutral. So neither one is telling you to do anything right now. That's why you're seeing some consolidation here at the top for index futures. And now I just got my notification that the margins are now temporarily back restored for those of you guys that are using real brokers instead of props. So now your commissions and margins rates are back to where they were. We could have a really good short opportunity here on US 30. As long as this candle closes red, the right side of your screen, everybody, this is guaranteed to be a bearish candle. As long as it closes under this current candle, it's guaranteed to be a bearish confirmation from the box. So we would look for something like this. And then this is the average position on US 30. That looks really good. We actually might be able to shrink the stop just a little tiny bit. And then your take profit would be, you could do the gap fill right here. Or get a little bit more than the average and get to our box down here. But we don't take this short till this candle closes. So things are going to slow down again. Sorry, I'm typing to chat. There we go. Rick, I'm not sure what you mean. The gap is below, not above. All this is clean. The next gap would be above our next bullish target. So the gap needs to be filled below price, not above. Which again is right here. Sorry, there. 44,822. NVIDIA, this is the box I gave True. There's 2 boxes. I gave these to True Algo members last night for anyone looking for macro plays. That this is a typical bullish area. And this was from the system 2 days ago. And then yesterday, this was just a box that I added on top of the long positions that were playing out from the system. But if you're a current member, then we have this. And if you need the price, it's just 144.5 down to 142.8. That's this box. Just from a macro perspective, this is where NVIDIA tends to build bullish positions. But that's what that is. Hope that helps me us. Again, you see those people who kept getting bullish in our box are getting wrecked. For those of you guys that like those small time frames, man, like This will help you not get caught anymore. And like, again, for those of you on the 1 minute, like, we don't suggest that you go on that time frame, but I know a lot of you guys like to do it from the people that you watch on other things. But like, you can see how you can take that 1 minute time frame, and this is where you build your positions. I mean, heck, you can even do your head and shoulders for all those people who like to do that stuff. But like, this is where you build short positions. You don't build longs. Longs are when you close above it. Just like, again, look how easy it is. I don't use the 1 minute time frame, but that's on you if you want to use it. But you use your techniques, and now you have something to support your ideas finally, and that's what you want. And then because when you change time frames, the system's not going to move, then you can use it to your advantage. Versus other places you change that time frame, then your boxes are going to move on you. Oil, we were waiting for a long position to get played out over here, but there's nothing to do right now, Hassan. A bullish close above here, we can be in a new long. Right now, there's no new position. I'm looking for this at New York Open. Oh, hey, Jazz. Sorry about that, bud. Euro's still pushing down from the take. Man, it's so good. Again, remember what I said about that 36 points is your take profit, which is right at the bottom of the box. It exceeded it with the wick. You take your average win, and then you're done. Close the position, you're out. And now you let everyone else get trapped here at the top side. There is no shorts to be taken, because you'd have to close all the way down here for a short, because it has to. This candle has to close bearish. So we know there's no shorts to take. Let everyone else get trapped and just chill. I am still here, so if you have any questions, just let me know. Just not talking as much. More of those cells kicking in on Microsoft. Microsoft is center right, everybody. And this, I guess I can type it out. You guys can see how Apple's currently neutral. And then I'll leave the positions on here just so you can see what direction we're looking for. And then NVIDIA, folks, you are also neutral. We can update these once we hit a box, but as you can see, there's no box that's been hit. Right now, you can see the NQ and the ES taking advantage of traders who are not patient. So all those people trying to fill these gaps, they don't know how far deep the gap's going to go, but the algorithm can see their stop losses and hunt them as it does this price action. One of the biggest things to stress to you guys is if you are someone who uses other techniques, man, you don't got to leave everything that you've learned behind. You just use our system to build consistency on your ideas. So if you're someone who still wants to use all those other theories, it's totally fine. If you're someone who wants to use different indicators and techniques, money flow, RSI, liquidity grabs, gap fills, whatever it is, our system is consistent versus doesn't change on your time frame. So you can pick whatever time frame you want to use, and then you can use that to help you. But trading should be boring, and right now we are in the boring era as we wait. Euro pushing up a little tiny bit from that take profit. Nothing new though. Nothing new. Gold. Look at gold, man. Both sides. Box to box. You guys see it? Nothing new. And there's nothing new on the next candle. So gold and silver can't give us a new position until New York Bell. So for the next 35 minutes, you just go, if you're a gold and silver person, you just go chill. Go grab a coffee, go grab a water, come back. You can't do anything for 30 minutes. Yep. Going to slow down here. Again, you see them picking on everybody who keeps jumping into positions. You guys okay with the lag? I know with YouTube, there's at least like a 10-second lag. It's annoying. For those of you guys that are watching and aren't current members and you see the 1 minute, you see what it's doing, right? Like how many times over and over and over again, you just keep coming to the opening of this 15-minute candle and it's just chopping them up like crazy. You have to be so aggressive. That's why 95% of people can't replicate what you see other people do on the 1 minute. It's easy to trade the 1 minute when you're fake trading. When you use real funds, the 1 minute is so unbelievably stressful. And those prop firms, those CFDs pick and choose what they want the price and spreads to be to take you out anyway. So it's a lot less stressful here on the 15-minute and then pushing these stats in our favor for our moves. We'll see if we get an activation. The US 30 keeps getting closer and closer to putting in this short. And so I'll show you what the position looks like here shortly. Be really cool too, True Algo members, if we can get continued bullish momentum on the ES and NQ, have this bearish confirmation hold, and then New York prints the opening bell, and then we get that bullish move on the NQ as expected, and then US 30 just drops it. We'll see. There's nothing to do, Vin. For those of you guys keep asking about gold, there is no new position. So just a reminder, I know some of you guys weren't on earlier. You see how the same candle has touched both sides of the box? Like this? That means you're neutral. You can't take a position. There is a potential that for the opening bell, because this candle is going to close in 2.5 minutes, unless it closes below here, this is where we could short. But I don't think that's going to happen in 2 minutes. So there's nothing to do. You have to wait for New York opening bell to give you this. And guys, I mean it. Like, I'm not going to sit here and try to, on the live stream, force a position out of here, even if I'm right, because it teaches bad habits. We have rules with our system, and our stats go with it. So, on average, we try to catch $9.50 moves on gold. And we've exceeded that 2 times, and it's been 2x the move. One was a $16 move. The other was a $20 move for the long position straight up. But like right here, you have to follow the rules. You can't change your rules. That's why so many people blow their accounts. Like they'll build their accounts for weeks and months, and then in one day they'll blow everything. So I can't change my rules. I apologize for those of you guys that are watching and you really want to be in a new position. There is no new position. You have to wait. You got to chill. So there is nothing new on gold. But there could be when at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll go live again for True Algo members. We could get a new position here on gold and silver then, but you're not going to get it on this current candle. Maybe at the New York opening bell. I'll stay on with you guys so we can see if we get it. Right now, US 30 is now crept up to being a bullish candle. If this candle does, right side of your screen, does not close bearish, then there is no short. So that'll be the True Algo system protecting us so that we can't go short here shortly. In less than a minute. Now it's red, so now it's back to being bearish. You can see over here on the right side. It's like teetering on whether or not it's going to confirm. Less than a minute for how it closes. If this closes green, there's no short. Hey, Ronnie, hope you're doing well, bud. It is literally on the tick. Oh, it's funny. Patience. Let's see what happens. It's going to be crazy if it closes like that. There it goes. Now it's back to bearish. We shall see. There we go. Push it down more. So it looks like we're going to get something like this. This is the average move. I'm just waiting for it to close so I can help navigate it here shortly so you can understand how to use our stats. There it goes. So it is a bearish confirmation. So there's the opening of that candle right here. The stop loss is slightly higher than I would want it to be, so maybe just a little bit smaller. The take profit looks good. Again, we're expecting 105 ticks in our favor, or 100, which would be like 55 points for you guys that use that. And so like that's A gap fill, so that looks good too. But what's really important here is the average retracement amount. So what our system is telling us is on US 30, this position on average will retrace 32. So we can draw it like this and then draw another line like this. And now this could position do something like that, and then you don't fear the retracement. And then here's the thing, if you don't get in right here and instead you enter in at the retracement point, what does that do to your stop loss? It changes your position to do this. If I can. So it would be something like so. So now you get a 3R in your favor immediately. So that's why we take advantage as much as possible with the retracement period. We'll see what we get with that. The NQ is also saying to be bearish, but the problem is the ES, we are tapping both sides of the box, so there's no new position to be taken. No new position on the euro. So again, this asset is now neutral. Again, it has to close below the box bearish to be short. You can see that it closed above the box bearish for a short. So there's no short. But there's the probability that for the New York session, we could get a really big reversal here. Something like this. You also need DXY to confirm too, to help support the idea. So we'll just leave those on there. I got to fix the stop. Stop will be like this. And then again, 36 ticks, or sorry, 36 pips. This is the average move on the euro. So it looks good. See if we get it. Both gold and silver. It looks like they're trying to put in longs, but you have to have this candle close now. We have to follow our rules. And because it tripped both sides of the box, there's no long position. So we have to let silver and gold do their thing for the next 30 minutes. Can't chase. We are still currently neutral on Apple and Nvidia. Bearishly confirmed on Microsoft. Bullishly confirmed on Tesla. I'll tell you what, man. And as you guys can see, that Russell went perfect, man. Like there's just one touch on our weekly system. That's it right here. You guys see it? The Russell has a 69% win rate overall. For those of you guys that traded Russell, the average win on Russell is 92, and we have greatly exceeded that. So this is the average we're looking to get. And then as you can see here, it literally touched the average to the exact right there. And then drifts down. But after it hits the average, never once did it take your stop from break even and then allowing you to take advantage of that monster move here against that. We just now hit the retracement point here on US 30. And then if US 30 keeps pushing through and then closes above the box, it's just a loss. And that's just part of trading. But you guys can see here, we've hit that 32 tick retracement point. Sorry for my throat. Trying to clear it the least amount of times as possible. Just checking across the board if anything else is going on. Not just these. If it becomes a loss, that's just how it goes. US 30 and index futures have been a little bit difficult this week. I'm sure we're not the only ones that have said that, but we don't hide from losses. Ugh, it's just all about controlling what you can control. Almost. Looking for the potential for this. Maybe. We'll see. Still just sitting here chilling, guys. So if you have anything, just let me know. The Nikkei is also in a bearish confirmation, but it dries up so much during the New York session. Nothing still across there. I keep checking the stocks just to see if they're starting to scream the same thing, which can help the index futures push in a certain direction. Gold and silver is still neutral, taking profit at the box above. That's why gold's teetering out right here. Sorry that I'm not just talking. I don't like to waste people's time. So like, there's no new position to take besides the US 31 that we're watching. So all it is just sitting here chilling. You guys see the US 30 starting to move in our favor right here. Again, it doesn't mean it's going to be a win. Like, I don't hide from if it's going to be a loss, but the whole point is like, we provide the stats from the initial opening right here, but we try to teach our members that if they can flip any point of that retracement into their favor, where most people are scared of that 32 tick retracement against their position, you now can get into, even if it just goes to break even, you know what I mean? That's 32 ticks you got that aren't included. So like, people, sometimes they don't realize how good these numbers can be. The numbers we give you are, by the way, this is still positive R over a long period of time because of the win rate, and the win and loss is almost already a 1.3 or 1.4. But just so you guys can watch live, do you see the retracement? And like Rick just said that he got into a short for it. So like, if you got into that 32 tick retracement, your average win now becomes 137. And then the average loss is now, instead of at 85, is now 52. So what is that? And that's almost a 3-to-1. It's like 2.5 R. So that's why it's so important to take advantage of the retracement, even if it is just to get a small little win out of it. Because again, we don't know if it's going to produce the average. It could be a loss. But the whole point is for people to stop being scared of retracements in their ideas. And for those of you guys that like use 1 minute time frames, like I'll show you what it looks like. I know you guys like it. So you can see that this is the retracement point for those of you guys looking for that 1 minute time frame, smaller time frame guys. And then right there, you can get in, and then you can produce like one of your little sniper entries that you guys do. We don't use the 1 minute time frame, but I know a lot of you guys do. Or maybe use the 5 minute. You can see the 5 minute trip set as well. Up to you of however you want to use it. Yeah, and nothing wrong with that, man. You don't. The whole point is just to show you guys like to not stress retracement. You're going to face retracement. How many of you guys have done that where you open a position and as soon as you go in, it immediately is against you? And so these averages help with that. Again, I'm not telling you guys it's going to be a guaranteed win. That's not true. The system literally tells you not everything is guaranteed. Oliver, I have no problem checking on it, bud, but I know there's no new position. So we are getting a big dump here. And just to show you like what's happening. Sorry, wrong tool. Again, remember I said there's no new move on gold, but gold hit the box above on the previous candle. That's a take profit, rejecting really hard. And then silver continues to reject from our weekly system. I mean, you can see even the bearish market structure starting to kick in. Lower highs, lower lows. And daily open is also helping too. If silver can close back below the box with gold starting to continue what it's doing, then again, it'd be short city for both gold and silver. The coolest thing would be like to get these shorts to play out on gold and silver during New York Open. And oil, if you look to the right side of your screen, starting to find some strength again from our box. It did sweep the low too. And then looking for a long position here at New York Open, right above here, right around 67.8. So if you are trading gold and silver, we're not in a new position, so I don't want to say that we're doing something that we're not. But like, this is what you want to see to support your idea. Again, that's what you want. And also for silver, this is the hardest box to break in our system. I'll show you what I mean. Like, just to show you how good it is over the week. It's just glorious. Again, you can use whatever time frame. Man, if you're on a 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute, it doesn't matter. When you hit this box, it's not going to move on you. So you apply whatever techniques you want, and then we provide the stats to help produce the ideas for you to hold for the right reasons instead of the long reasons. But man, you see how glorious it looks? This yellow box doesn't break on average. And so system is doing its job. I'm just not telling you we're not in any new position, but you can use it for however you want, and I hope it goes well for you. US 30 is back to that retracement point. So it could offer a second position. New York is going to open in 20 minutes, so we'll have another close here in 15. I would like for US 30 to close below that retracement point on this current candle. It's literally at the 32 tick retracement point. Nothing new on the Russell or Nikkei. Just chilling. Crypto folks had a really quick long on Bitcoin that played out. Those of you guys that missed the massive long positions on, just so you guys know it's not BS. Like, I try to keep you guys posted in our Discord for those of you guys that follow, but this is Bitcoin allowing both ETH, Bitcoin. I put a video out too that showed you guys of us doing it live, and then Tether up there. That allowed us to catch the longs at 93.8K all the way up to the 103K. And then most people are trying to see if they can catch new longs at 100K, and unfortunately they go long, and I feel bad for them because you shouldn't be longing up here, and you shouldn't be shorting either. And then this position hasn't been moved. We did this live yesterday. You can ask the True Algo members if I'm lying, and it's on video to prove it as well. But this is where I told them I would start to short Bitcoin. And then you see we got the activation right towards 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time yesterday. I also messaged you guys in our Discord on the free side to let you know. Like right around here, I let everybody know on Discord, including the free side, even though we're not a signal service, that I was like, hey man, this is where I'm going to be looking to look for shorts on Bitcoin. And sure enough, and it's the craziest thing with the volatility. It literally wiped out the entire all-time high and the low of the week in one single candle. But you guys can see it here. Like, this is why I love this system more than anything out there. Like, look, there's the bearish confirmation, the exact candle. Stop is above the box because that's what we teach. And then take profits at every box. And then one of the best things too is like at the end of the New York session right here, there's your next long position. So you're allowed to take advantage of all that volatility. Just want to make sure you guys know that you can swing or take quicker ideas with the system. US 30 still hovering at the retracement point. ES and NQ pushing up harder. The levels on NVIDIA, and again, these are macro things. It's here, I'll type it here. It's 144. I'm typing it so you guys can just write it down. And I think it's 142.5. Is that what it is? Yeah, 142.75. I'm talking to myself. Sorry, I do that. There you go. Those are the extra levels if you want to use them. Bigger retracement now here against a position. Both ES and NQ, same direction. Again, the index futures are all going the same direction here. And then at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, sorry, 9:30. 8:30 was the NFP. But at 9:30 when the opening bell prints, so the opening bell is in 15 minutes, we're looking for the ES and NQ to push in one direction, and then US 30 right side of your screen should push in the opposite direction. Sorry again for any of my sick sounds. Every time in my brain I'm trying to get away from the mic. Silver just took profit at the box. Again, and silver's setting up a little bit of a triangle right now as well. So we should get a bigger bump here on silver and gold. Or it's going to keep consolidating in this area. You guys can sort of draw it ahead of time. You see it? This whole thing? Like, watch. And then when does it break? But the break might come Sunday open because remember, it's Friday. We'll just go off the closes from the boxes, but silver and gold are at the take profit at the box below. No new shorts down here at the bottom, at least not anymore. Euro went straight down, man. Woo! Lots of aggression from the index futures. Sorry, the Forex side. And then just to show you guys, those of you that are big into trading across Forex and index futures, look at DXY right now. This is why I love this system. Like, look, DXY hits our box. There's a triple stack here. This is pretty rare. And then a bullish reversal. As expected, the boxes are doing their job. But here's the thing. Why is DXY going up and the index futures are going up? You see it? Like, they're supposed to go down. This is why this system is so good, because you all expect and are taught that DXY is supposed to be bearish if the index futures are bullish. And they do it on the NFP. But now look, the DXY is pushing up and the index futures are pushing up because they're both supported from the boxes below. We closed above that retracement point on US 30, which is showing that there's more bullishness to go until we can get back below that retracement point, everybody. We're still within the average, you know what I mean? And you're within the box, but just be aware. I'm going to check stocks real fast. Nothing has changed. Nvidia and Apple, like, they're literally turned off right now. There is no new position on them. And then we're still bearish confirmed on Microsoft. We're still bullishly confirmed on Tesla, but Tesla's starting to dip back in. The next candle is the opening bell, and we could get puts on Tesla if we can close below the box here. We'll see. We're now back testing the retracement point here on US 30. I'm still here. I'm just trying to breathe right now with my nose. What about the above one, Diego? Yeah, I got you, bro. 147.1 and 149.9. I'll type it in the chat for you. Oh, sorry for my nose, guys. I apologize. And this is real trading for you. Just boring. Trying to make it mechanical. Just chill. That retracement point is the exact point where we keep flipping. Nothing to the left. Just playing at the box. New York's going to open here in 12 minutes. You're welcome. Nothing new. You see gold, again, that take profit occurring from the box. No new positions. None of these were taken. Nothing new on Forex. Can't do anything on the euro now. Just chill. Thanks, Diego. Or Din. Whoa. I'll stay on just a little bit past the New York opening bell, True Algo members, and then I'll be jumping off to try to take care of myself a little bit. And then I'll come check on you guys, like I said earlier, at the 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for another second stream of the day, unless I'm too sick and just stop. But just watch your Discord notifications to see if I jump back on. I'm going to check the other big seven. So this is Meta, Google, and Amazon. Really quick, as we get closer to the opening bell, I'm just trying to see if the other big three, a part of the Magnificent Seven, if they're saying anything. So and you guys can track it with me real quick. So right now, Amazon's looking for puts at open. We are currently neutral on Google, so nothing to do on neutral. And we are currently neutral on Meta. So try to think about how many things are neutral right now, guys. So we have 1, 2, 3. That's already almost 50%. And then now Tesla, Apple, and Microsoft. 4. So 4 out of the big 7, again, the magnificent 7 of the stock market, they make up 30% of the stock market. 4 out of 7, so right around like 60% almost, are saying to be neutral at New York Open. So that's something we got to take into consideration, that there's not going to be any real big, clear directional move. The US 30 is back into profit again, everybody. Bigger into profit now. From the, again, that's if you were able to get into that second retracement time. But the indexes might not have as much clear direction as we want right at the opening bell, because 4 out of 7 of the big tech sector is neutral. And again, Tesla is saying, and just so you understand, that's 4 out of 7. Meta was also bearish, and so is Microsoft. So 2 more, that's 6 out of 7 positions. 2 are saying bearish, 4 are saying neutral, and then Tesla's the lone one saying bullish. So there's only 1 asset out of the big 7 that are saying to be bullish. 2 others are saying bearish, and then 4 others are saying neutral. That just means that the indexes are going to struggle here to be very clear in their directional move. When you get the big 7 to all say up or down at the same time, and we're hitting a box, it can provide a really good opportunity. Yeah, we could do that. I'm reading what you just said, Diego. If more of our members are interested, like, we take your guys' feedback. So if you guys want us to do that, I think Otoro can do that pretty easy for you all. Let me again read that so I can write it down for him. Will you, Diego, will you open in our Discord, just create a support ticket and remind us to do that for you? I think if he's able to do that, we definitely can look at doing it for you guys. And all it will do is, just like you're saying, is that, like, you can have like another little dashboard like this, and it would tell you if it'll look. Actually, we can do it just like this. If I know Otoro, you guys see this thing right here, this dashboard. Now, again, I'm saying he can do something before he says yes, I'll do that. But if you guys want that, we can look at creating another dashboard that shows the big 7 and then just has them listed, and then has an arrow, or has this, that mean being neutral or up or down for bullish or bearish. That's actually a good idea. If again, just just create a ticket. I just don't want to forget it. You know what I mean? US 30, that 32 tick retracement, almost back to the original entrance area now. New York's going to open here in 7 minutes. And then reminder, as he's working on that, I'm working on getting you guys as many stats as possible on every single asset that we have. I started working on bonds last night as well. So for those of you guys that like to trade bonds, that'll be available soon. And then crypto, you guys are the next one that's about to be released. Forex is done now for the euro and the pound. That's why I keep telling you guys, I know the average moves for euro. I told you guys yesterday too. It's about 31 ticks or pips on the pound. The euro actually offers a little bit higher of a bigger win, and it has a 75.7% chance. That is our win rate on the euro. So taking that to our advantage as much as possible. All right, thanks, Diego. I appreciate it. So as you guys can see, like, none of this stuff is planned. Like, I don't lie to you. I don't get any joy out of lying people or providing logical fallacies that you see from a lot of other ones. Our True Algo members that are in this chat right now can call us out when there's BS. We don't mind that, because we don't do that. But as you can see, like, I talk to our members live. I answer them. And if they have questions or they want something changed or feedback, we take their feedback in consideration immediately. So gold is bullish at open. Let's check. Nope, it is not. It can't be. Current candle is already a bearish candle. The only way to be bullish is you'd have to have a bullish close above a box. So there is no bullish candle, and neither on silver either. So there is nothing. All the moves on silver and gold have been during the Asia and London session. There's nothing new here for the New York session. Again, you got to wait on another candle. So nothing to do on gold and silver. Sorry, everybody. I'm trying to get away from the mic. Tesla pushing down a little bit more. Get a little bit more bullish momentum on Apple, but again, still neutral. Same thing with NVIDIA. Big push down on Microsoft. See if these puts can play out really strong here at open. Be cool if Nvidia or Microsoft can dump and then take US 30 with it. Make a big win. We'll see. I think everybody, especially if you have allergies, this is like when they start kicking our butt. And then we do still have that bullish target to be aware about for today on US 30. It'd be sweet if we can just get this average move to play out, and then it can come up here and clear it. But we don't know if that's what's going to take place. All you can do is just take your stops, protect your positional idea. New York's going to open here in 4.5 minutes. Yes. So for the person who's asking, if the NQ and the ES close bearish below this box and below this box, that will be a bearish confirmation for New York Open. But as you can see right now, just in the next 3 or 4 minutes, if that NQ candle stays green, then there's no short. You guys see all the consolidation we've done at the top for literally an hour now. It's been an hour and 15 minutes, but it's been almost an hour from NFP release. And we are still sitting in the same exact spot. Again, that's why the system to me is so powerful. We don't sit here and get stuck. Okay? We've had these real small moves here on US 30, about 25 to 30 ticks, and that's it. And now it's for a third time, it's back to that retracement point. Are you guys okay if I actually get rid of the number 32 just so it's out of the way so you can see the candle better? But you can see, again, from that retracement point down twice now, 24 ticks, really, really small. But if you're worried about New York Open, now you can protect your position and just get it out of the way. Put your stop at the high if you're worried you're going to get tripped out. That way it doesn't push up really far against you and hurt your account. But 2 times it's offered that average retracement. So you put it together, it's 50 ticks. It's totally appropriate if you didn't take the idea either. So no big deal. Yeah, so ballers, because the ES did not hit the box on this candle, then it can be a valid short as long as the NQ also confirms it with a bearish candle. But right now it's a bullish candle. We got 2.5 minutes, so a lot of things can change. Now it's bearish. There you go. So we'll see. Microsoft going short city already. You can see them playing off the box. And then again, gold, silver, folks, there's no new position. Oil, still no new position either. Euro, no new position because you've tapped the take profit already on the box. US 30 and pushing up really, really strong again. And by the way, the ES just canceled itself right here. So there can't be any idea that gets taken now right at the New York Open. Again, lots of rules, but the rules are just designed for us not to get stuck. If you change the rule now, then you would have gotten wrecked earlier when you took a short and it pushed up against you like this, about 6 handles. New York's just about to open here in a little bit less than 2 minutes. And then I'm going to mark out a couple of things just to be aware of, True Algo members. Right here. Basically, the daily open is a target today for the ES. Right there. And then there's another one above. Whoops, wrong thing. Right there. I would be really surprised if we don't tap daily open here on the ES and NQ. US 30 with the push down. ES and NQ are pushing down too, though. There's a third time we've done the full retracement on US 30, by the way. New York's just about to pop here, guys. Mike, if you want to play the NQ as a solo, there's the close. You sure can. Where are you going to place your stop? Either at the high of one of these 2 candles or above the box. but I'm not going to take a play like that. Again, the ES and NQ, though they both went bearish, the ES hit this box and it canceled. Just so you guys know, like, I don't put any subjectivity into the stats. So in order to put these stats in our favor, I don't sit here and take the play on the NQ. You guys see US 30, that's the third time it tapped the retracement point. And so again, it was 1, 2, 3, 3 times of 25 to 32 ticks. It's at the top of the box now, and then retrace back down. Again, at that very top, when everyone starts to chase those longs, they were able to extract them out of the position. So if someone who wants to just take the NQ, because the ES is still telling you to go short, wherever you're going to put your stop, like whether you use the top of the box, the top of the London session, or just the right there, I wouldn't use a very aggressive or a very conservative stop like up here, because you're playing it as a solo asset, and these stats don't belong with that as a solo. You guys see how that wick above and then straight back down again? I'm not going to go into the full gist of how to use our mitigation strategy, but there's 4 options for entering in throughout the box. It's all the same strategy, just 4 different entrance places. Again, you just think like the bottom of the box, the 50% mark, and the very top is the last position. And so kind of like how hedge funds play with their icebergs. And then you can see about being able to take advantage of those ideas, about it playing out. And again, until price closes above the box, this shouldn't bother you. That's the goal, at least. Oops, I accidentally just flipped gold. We use the futures charts for everything. The data is a lot more consistent compared to your CFD brokers. Still no new position on oil, everybody. Still just chilling. The euro and DXY. The euro could put in a bullish confirmation after that big winning bullish move. It did push down. We didn't take a short on that, but this would then be a bullish confirmation. Excuse me. Tesla pushing it down, really against it. Nvidia finding support at my little extra box that I gave you guys. Apple dumping really, really big. So is everything except for Nvidia. But we are still neutral on Apple because, again, it hasn't tapped a box. And it's funny, the index futures are actually pushing upwards while the big tech is selling off. It just means all the other blue chips are what's pushing up the index futures right now, not big tech. Again, look at big tech. It's dumping like crazy. Microsoft, man, they try to take everybody and their idea out. It's still, this is a new bearish confirmation for puts. But you can see, like, as that play runs, like how aggressive right up here, you don't long a box above. So, like, we're already in a bearish confirmation. But, like, when you're looking to take those puts and you're looking at your option chain, and sure enough, boom. And then immediately you go a $2 move on Microsoft in your favor. Today's Friday, 0-day expiration. So, like, that chain moves very fast in your favor. And the contracts are really cheap today. ESNQ. Who asked? Ballers, you're still here, right? You see how, like, I told you I don't take the move on the NQ. And now you see why. Because, like, the ES wasn't playing when it... That's why we have those rules. And I told you I don't flip my rules. The ES said, I'm not ready to short. That's why the box there is so important. So if you take it on the NQ, now you're going to be really against your position. They have to both confirm without tapping the box below if you're going to take a short. So worked out really well. Hopefully we can continue getting this bullish momentum, and then it'll cause US 30 to push down as they diverge from each other. And then US 30 and NQ, sorry, the ES and the NQ, we talked about this earlier, guys. If we can get a bullish close above these two boxes, that's a bullish confirmation to go long. And then if you guys want, add these targets as I jump off here shortly. For any of you guys, NQ, I'm typing it in a chat so you can write it down. NQ bullish target is 21,566. And then ES bullish target is 6107. You guys see, just so you know what I'm talking about, and there's not BS. Do you see how the ES and NQ are very, very bullish? But look at US 30. It's still red. We teach our members about this, that people presume that they all move in the same direction. It's not true. And we teach this specifically at the New York Open, and we're seeing it take place. And now NVIDIA, if it closes above this box, it's bullish. Even though that extra level, I hope that helped you guys. The call's gone really well right here at New York Open. It's still neutral now that it's tapped this box. If it closes below bearish, which it won't do on this candle, then that would be puts. But if it can close above it, then we look for calls again. Apple, same story. It's hit a box, so on the next candle, we can look for a positional idea for the options chain. US 30 going down a little bit more again, which is great. Sorry that I'm bouncing around. I try to cover as many asset classes as possible. Crypto folks, there's not as much movement, so that's why I'm not queuing into you guys. Again, we had those earlier bearish confirmations that were then taken out, and then now it's just bullish confirmations, and now you're at the box. And so there's nothing new to do. Tether is also saying to be bearish on Tether, which is bullish for crypto. So just trying to make sure I cover everybody. Oil still pushing down, no new position. Gold and silver, you're still neutral as you're trapped in boxes, so no new move on gold and silver. And again, back over to the index futures. US 30, for the fourth time now, you've tapped the initial entrance place. So that's the fourth time, but you can get anywhere from 25 to 30 ticks. You got almost 100 ticks if you got in at the actually top of the box. 54 added on top of it. And again, notice how US 30 is continuing to be bearish while the ES and the NQ are continuing to be bullish. Lots of stuff to cover. I do this every day with the members, so they're kind of used to it. Those of you guys that aren't members, if it's bothering you that I'm not covering your specific asset the whole time, one of the reasons why I love this system is I can bounce around. It doesn't matter because the boxes tell us where the closes are, on which side you should be bullish or bearish. See if this US 30 can really dump hard now to get down to this first target. And then I'll type it in here for you guys. US 30 bearish target is, what is it? 44,842. You guys see again all those retail traders who long. You guys see where the position is. So like you can see that it's not activated. Even if it got touched, it wouldn't matter. You have to close above the box. So you're now seeing for like the third or fourth time, by not taking a position on the ES and NQ, we are not getting destroyed, and retail is getting ripped apart in this box because they see longs or shorts, and instead we say nothing yet. There's no move because every time there is a potential move that gets activated on one, be it the ES, the NQ says, nah, man, wait. But right, it's vice versa. The NQ says take an idea, and the ES tells you to wait. And now we avoid drawdown. You avoid taking a position. You need to wait for market conditions to be in your favor. Don't fight. Apple with a really big push up from the box. Again, do not take puts. Do not short the bottom of a box. Do not long the top of a box. NVIDIA, folks, it just took profit. Again, if you were watching, whoever asked me earlier, Diego, right here, you can see that NVIDIA taps the box. And that's why I said if we get a close above, we can look for more calls. But you can see the calls from the initial open are now taking profit at the box. Back over to index futures. Oil pushed down again, by the way. Again, no new position on oil. Commodities are sinking like crazy. We're going to start a bearish trend here on silver. You guys can see it updates live. So True Algo just now popped in the red system to let us know you are very close to starting a bearish daily trend on silver. And we can look for it to push down very aggressively. See if we can get another push down. I'll show you what it does. But this is as far as you should go down before silver will reverse bullish. But you'll see here in just a second, it's going to activate. Come on. I don't want to miss anything on the index futures. Sorry. Index futures now back to the top of the box. Again, look at the divergence from ES NQ versus US 30. US 30 down, ES and NQ up. Again, one of the things that we help you live is for people who are unaware of that. Gold and silver are still trying to hold this bottom. You'll see what will happen like when this candle gets 2 ticks or 3 ticks below this box. This is going to activate and tell you to look for bearish reasons to push down very hard. But that's why I love the system. Tapping the lowest part of the box. You'll want to jump into puts too early, but the box is doing its job. This thing will change to help you know the directional move. And right now it's telling you this is a reversal area, not a short area. US 30 now with a big push up from the entrance area. Yep, nothing new. NVIDIA all the way back to the entrance zone. The Russell actually did, by the way, put in a bearish confirmation. It's very small, but I just want to show you guys like how this works so you know it's not BS. You see this first red candle? It tapped this side of the box and that side of the box. Therefore, there's no idea. You can't take a short. But look at the next candle. And this, again, every tick matters. Hits the top of the box, closes bearish below. Look for shorts, but you got to make sure it doesn't hit the box, and it did not. So now you have a bearish confirmation. And then this is what the average move is on Russell. And you can see right now that move has almost retraced zero. And then the average win is 92 points on Russell. And so far, we've traveled about 75 to 80% of the average. So we're just looking for the Russell to get now down to 2411.3. But that was a valid bearish confirmation on the Russell. Look at these people, man. I feel bad. I know they're getting chopped up like crazy. Again, you saw the US 30 pushed right back up and right back down again. ES and NQ, top to our box. The longs are when you close above the box, guys. You see how they're getting ripped? Look at the 1 minute, like getting ripped apart here. This is why we tell people not to use the 1 minute. Your gurus will show you, man, but there's a reason why 95% of people can't repeat what they see. Silver now, we are in that red activation zone. You guys see how it appears? And now look at the dash. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Red activation zone now for silver. And then if you look down at the bottom right of the center, right here, see how it tells you? So for those of you guys that struggle to follow things, it's now telling you to look for reasons to go down in price. Gold is very far from doing the same thing, by the way. So it's just silver that's starting that bearish trend. And remember what I told you guys earlier about silver? To bring specifics, I said, look at how the weekly system is providing opportunities for shorts. I said it's so hard to break this box. And then for those of you guys that use any type of theory, again, lower highs, higher lows, that you're seeing that play out in the box that's supposed to break price bearish. And so now you're getting it in your favor. We did also just clear one of our targets as well. And then ES, NQ, still chopping everybody up. All right, everybody. I'm going to head off now. It's going on an hour and 30 minutes of streaming with you all. I appreciate you hanging out with me. True Algo members, I'll check on you guys again live in our Discord. So I'll type it here. We'll go live again around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in our Discord for members. So if you guys need help, then just let me know. Cool. I appreciate you guys. I have a feeling as soon as I jump off the stream, you're going to watch US 30 literally just zoom. And I hope it happens. There's a running joke that whenever I get off the stream, that's what happens. So watch US 30. I'm trying to delay it to see if we can drop again hard. Come on. I'm telling you, as soon as I push the button to end the stream, it's going to drop. NQ is now entering into the area for reasons to be bullish. The ES needs to just push up a little bit more, everybody. All right, folks. I appreciate you guys. True Algo members, I'll catch you in a bit.